No, 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 how, why? Get out, get out, get out, oh my god! It's an inferno! The humanity! Open! Open! Let me out! Let me out! Ah! Ah! Oh well. Huh. Luckily this is just a drill, since this is not on the server, but on the local copy of Space Engineers, where I was doing some experiments on the SOB Sinatra, and apparently doing a barrel roll in a gravity well in the SOB Sinatra at ground level. Not the best option. Qapla, everyone. It's Birdo Prey 5, and we were just doing some testing of the SOB Sinatra in Space Engineers. So I will bring it up for you guys to see. There have been a number of iterations of the Sinatra. Of course, the current one is Lucky, number 13. What? Shield doesn't have enough clearance? What are you talking about doesn't have enough clearance? I've pasted the ship in 50 times. Why? God damn it. Why is it giving me a problem with the shield? You know what? I don't care. We'll paste it in. We'll paste it in again. Over here somewhere. Far away. Let's put number 13. There we go. She's a beaut, isn't she? And her shield is up. As you can see, there's no problem with the shield. So the SOB Sinatra, everything I've learned about Space Engineers over what, 8 months now? I think back to that first time Anti-Trekker and I played. We were just in space on an asteroid, and he built some type of death cube because he had, you know, like a day's more experience than me. And now we are perhaps days away from an epic battle where the SOB Sinatra and just for comparison, the Davis, which was previously the most powerful ship in the game, just for comparison, the SOB Davis, which I do quite fond of the SOB Davis. It did come first. Learned a lot. This is the inside of the SOB Davis. You'll see some similarities to the Sinatra, obviously. We've got an industrial cockpit in the center. We've got double pane bulletproof glass as a window slash view screen. I've got 2 extra seats here in case anyone comes along. We've got cryo tubes for 3 people. We've got our double doors so we can be pressurized out in space. And in the back here, I've stuffed the med bay and everything else that's important. H2O2 generator. We've got an internal antenna and ore detector, extra shield modulators, shield enhancers, shield emitters, a bunch of gyroscopes, and of course it's all powered by a Defiant warp core. Actually, I believe this is powered by 2 defined warp cores, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. 1 defined warp core. Amazing. So this entire ship and its shielding powered by a single Defiant-based warp core, which makes the SOB Sinatra, which in fact has 4 Defiant warp cores, all the more exciting. Now, there is the Davis I'm actually using in the game. The Davis I'm actually using in the game right now, I have removed the weapons off the back here because I do use it to, I take my space miner and I attach it with landing gears to the back of the ship. And then I can use this ship to jump. It has a jump drive to jump around the solar system, so we can do mining at far off space rocks, far away from anyone else. And then I use those that mining to come back and build everything we needed for the SOB Sinatra. Now, the Sinatra is a similar design, except I added edges to these 2 pods on the side, each with their own heavy laser. A massive number of impulse engines needed to get it off the ground. A vast number of heavy lasers, dual heavy lasers, turrets, also 3 stationary heavy lasers to rain destruction upon anybody in its sight. But even without the manual heavy lasers, you've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got it. Oh, wait. Excuse me. 7. You've got at least 7 heavy laser turrets. Some of them dual-barreled, aimed at you. If the ship is facing you, you're going to have a bad day. And if you're anywhere else on the ship, you've got 2, 3, or 4 turrets that could hit you. So there's no sneaking up. And of course, if you try to come close by, there's a barrage of smaller anti-fighter lasers to defend the ship. We've got our headlights here in case we're in the dark and we need a light. Although, to be honest, I prefer lighting with just the lasers. It's more fun and makes a cool sound. We've got redundant shield generators. Got 1 there and 1 on this side. We've got 2 ways in and out. We also have additional redundant shield generators down here, just in case. And oh yeah, more. I had to add the impulse engines down here. So now the warp cores are spread throughout the ship. We've got 1 in each of the bays on the side, and then 2 in the main chamber here. Now the main chamber, again, similar design to the Davis industrial cockpit. 2 different flight seats. We have a larger double pane window, so we can see a little bit better. And actually, when we're in the cockpit, it actually gives a really nice view of whatever's going on. We're turning on the engines. We will take off a little. In fact, it looks like we'll shoot one laser, but it does look like the shields came up on those other Sinatras. That was the one that unfortunately crashed. That was the one I pasted in, but the shield did come up eventually. So in the back, We have our dual warp cores, our ore detector, our antennas on the other side. Not that we turn it on much, because it just gives away our position. The dual defiant warp core, which looks really cool. And we actually have a lot of space. If I needed to add more gyroscopes, I could. Also, we have... we can get to our bays on either side via these. Now, these are not airtight, so if we were up in space, I'd close one of the doors before coming out. Have additional gyroscopes here, and each bay has its own warp core in the back, which unfortunately I can't reach, but there is a conveyor access to. So, even if split somehow, each bay would have its own functioning power supply to keep shooting. Our air vents to pressurize the inside. And again, it's designed for up to a 3-man crew. Although if we had to throw in an extra cryopod, we do have spare parts. We could throw one up somewhere. They might not get atmosphere. Well, actually, we could hook them up. We could hook them up to the conveyor system. There's places they could hook in, so they would get all of the air and power they need. So here, let's take a look at it from the outside with the engines powered on, and you can see it is in fact quite a colorful ship, although from the front it's mostly blue, hence its name, All Blue Eyes. Although from the bottom you can see all the colors of the Star Trek rainbow: blue, green, red, yellowish, and light purple. All the colors available in Impulse engine design. Let's see. We've got to turn on our lasers. Okay, heavy laser. Sinatra heavy lasers. Off, on. Wait, are all these things off? Let's just turn all the lasers on, even though. There we go. Okay. However, since these are not enemy ships, they're not going to immediately start shooting. Although, I could do this. I could do this just so you get a good idea what this looks like. Why you do not want to be in front of the SOB Sinatra at any time. First, this ship, which was in the process of crashing, is still pretty... Okay, so this is the underbelly. This is probably the least defended part. I don't know why am I telling you how to defeat me, but I want to give you a fighting chance. The underbelly is probably the least defended part of the ship. Well, let's see if I can find an open... there we go. An open control panel. What I'll do is I will... Man, the ship is moving slowly. I will assign this ship to space pirates. Yes. Now... Yeah. Okay, well, random ships. There we go. Now the Sinatra... oh, even the Davis is in. And I'm being shot at, of course, though I'm in administrator mode, so I can't I can't be destroyed. What are they shooting at here? I have no idea. Oh, that was the ship. It's already gone. Oh, this... this was my miner. Okay, so that's the ship. Even in its horrible state of crashing, that SOB Sinatra is giving quite a defense. However, our shields haven't even blinked yet, as you can see. And once we get the big boys on it, it won't be long. Actually, it will be a while. It takes quite a while to get through. So you see 3 heavy lasers concentrating on the ship. The ship is half destroyed already, but still, it's got it more than enough power to repel the lasers for like 4 or 5 minutes. Now it's shooting. It is trying to retaliate, though it doesn't have a shot of getting past us. The SOB Davis is shooting too, although the Davis appears to only be shooting... Oh, no, it's got one of its heavy lasers on the Davis is shooting. So it's doing its job. Let's see. Okay, it's getting red, the shield. It should fail soon. We'll get a message on screen. There it goes. It goes down. It just went down. Okay, so time to erase the ship from existence. This is the eraser. There we go. There's just not going to be anything left. And we'll know there's nothing left when our lasers, auto lasers, stop firing. There we go. I mean, there's basically nothing. There we go. All gone within what, 30 seconds? 30 seconds or less of the shields failing. We've gone from a massive ship like this to rubble. Rubble. Yeah, there's nothing left. So this is a warning to the alpacas, to the turds. It's time to surrender. Surrender to superior Carogan forces. This is your last warning. After this, the SOB Sinatra will be on the hunt. So you have 6 hours to surrender. That is all. Qapla. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdO'Prey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.